heck is that?
Oh, shoot, go! Shoot, shoot!
It is my opinion that this recording does not meet the standards for admissibility or to be considered an authentic representation of the events to make determinations from. Upon further investigation, I found evidence to support that this particular person that created this recording also created other versions of similar activities. These videos were science fiction type videos that he created, in which case these recordings are a verdict of fake.
The heck is that?
Shoot, shoot!
One thing that struck me about this video upon watching it was the very orchestrated feel.
Be cautious.
My camera's having a really hard time picking this up.
Can you see anything in there?
I can see it, yeah, but I don't know.
Just stay quiet.
It turns out, reference to the IMBD reveals that the videographer actually lists himself as the maker of horror films, and so even more so now this begins to feel like a sizzle reel or a teaser for an anticipated project that he might be shopping around.
Hey, my name is Thomas Collins. I live in the Pacific Northwest, specifically in the suburb of Portland, Oregon. Up here, I do landscaping, landscape maintenance for a living, and I've lived here my whole life. Where we were living, me and my parents, was a property. It wasn't a big property, but it backed up to other large property, a couple 100 acres, that wasn't developed, didn't have anybody living on it. So it was kind of like a gray area as a kid for me and my friends. We could go explore back there and that sort of thing. We started to hear things at night, kind of like screeches, something like throat guttural, but not exactly human, but not exactly animal. Enough to get us kids really interested, but when we told parents, they're like, nah, it's nothing. So we kind of took it upon ourselves to do a little bit of investigation on our own. I talked my buddy into going down there. There's actually like a house that someone probably had lived in, 50, 60 years ago. We're kind of just taking our time because there's holes in the floor, and I think squatters had lived in there at some point. So there's lots of trash. I think we were only in there a couple minutes before, we heard a noise, and that's when we turned and were able to spotlight that creature for, a second with our crappy flashlight. But, we kind of wanted to find something, but it scared us so much that we just ran.
Shoot, shoot! Just get out of the house, get out of the house!
It's kind of hard to explain because certain big animals might scare you in the sense that it's your size or larger, it could kill you, right? Well, I didn't exactly get a feeling like that. I think, we got spooked and went home, and when I would look at it and I would think about it, I'd think like, oh, this thing, it's not interested in me. I'm kind of seeking it out. It's not coming to my house and scaring me. I'm coming to its house and scaring it. I mean, in the moment, I'm scared of it, but ultimately, I'm just interested in it. And I might not be able to communicate the same way that I can, but I just wanted to, I feel like deep down, I wanted to make a connection with it. I guess there's always potential it could be an alien, but I would ask myself, why would an alien be in the forest? Wouldn't this probably be like a superior intelligence being having traveled from another planet or something? Maybe more just like a feral human, because we get a lot of homelessness, and there's a lot of, people living outside here in the Northwest because we have mild winters. So I always thought maybe someone could have slipped through the cracks of society and just grown up completely on their own out in the forests here. But my parents just thought somebody was messing with me based off what they saw in the video, but I don't think that's possible. And people think that it's fake, but if we wanted to fake it, I think we would have done a better job.
Shoot!
And also, we don't really have any incentive to fake it. I mean, I'm not a huge believer in the paranormal, so I don't really feel the need to go out there and try and convince other people that it's real. The videos, they don't have millions of views. It's not like I made a bunch of money off doing it or anything like that.